Okay, so you've made your mallet head, and we need to make a handle. So we're going to look at the dimensions again of this hole that you've created, including the thread length, because that will be important for our handle that we're going to make. So come on over to your browser and just double click on the hole picture, and you'll get your hole menu. It might take a second for it to pop up, so be patient. And first thing I want you to notice is the thread depth, and according to this it's 1.250, so remember that when making your thread for your handle. And the diameter of the hole is 0.625, so we're going to have to make that circle 0.625 before we extrude it into the depth of our handle. So I'm going to go ahead and exit out of here, and I'm going to start a new part, and we're going to do a standard IPT. And of course we have to start a 2D sketch. I'm going to pick the XY plane. And just go ahead and select your circle tool, bring it down. I'm going to put it in this quadrant here. I'm going to click once, open it, and then because there's the blue highlight over the numbers, I can type in my dimensions right now. It's 0.625. Enter. And there's the diameter of your handle. And I'm going to go ahead and finish my sketch. It's going to go in isometric view. I like to click the home button over here. Well, it's not letting me because it's got this stuff in the way here. Go back to my part. There we go. There's our home view. And then of course we have to go to the ribbon up here and click extrude. And let's do, I don't know, because we're probably going to go in a little, almost 2 inches, we're going to make this handle, I'm going to make it 7. And, okay. Again, I'm going to go up to that home and get that nice isometric view of our cylinder now. And I'm going to, instead of chamfering, I'm going to fillet this end and make it nice and round. You can choose to chamfer if you'd like, and I'm just going to slide this in a little bit more. Nice rounded edge. It ends up being a 1/4 inch fillet. And I'm going to hit the check mark. And of course I have to add thread, so I'm going to mouse over my cylinder, click once, of course it turns blue, go up to my thread. The entire thing's threaded. I don't want to do that, so come over here to your thread menu, unclick full length, and as you recall, our whole thread depth is 1.250. I'm going to go ahead and apply that and exit out, and we have a nice little handle here. I'm going to color that real quick just so I have a nice little, let's make it flake satin blue. That sounds good to me. And I'm going to go ahead and save this and make sure it goes into your pegboard folder. I'm going to put handle 2. You can name it just handle if you want. Save that. And now of course I have to do an assembly because I want to go ahead and constrain my handle into that head there. So I'm just going to go up to my new, click on it, and this time you're going to pick that standard IAM. You don't have the mold design, but I do. Just the standard IAM. Don't click weldment. So I'm going to click that and create. It'll take a moment for the screen to change. And you should have this little open folder with a part ready to take out of it. If you don't, you might have clicked somewhere under here. Just make sure you're in the place. And it's going to take you to hopefully your pegboard folder. If not, just go down to your H drive and figure out where that is. So I'm going to put my mallet in first. And it looks massive, but once you click, it will place it in there. And I don't want another one, so I'm just going to hit escape. And now I'm going to place my handle 2 and go ahead and place it somewhere close to the mallet and escape. And now you go up to the ribbon under the relationships and click constrain, and we want to use the insert type, and right now it's on opposed, and for most of you this should work. If not, it'll be a quick easy fix and we'll go to the align. But make sure you mouse over your handle, and you should get that nice little center line that appears with the arrow coming out towards the top of the thread. So go ahead and click. Once you have that, your arrow stays there. You can see a hint of it here. If you want to see it better, you can always use that orbit tool. And then I'm going to mouse over this opening here, and it looks like it's going to want to oppose us to the very back of the hole, which is what we want. So I'm going to click it, and it goes right in there. For some of you, it might end up back here. I don't know why it does that, but if it does, simply go to this solution align, and it should snap to where it looks like this. Of course, when you're satisfied, you go ahead and apply it, and go ahead and exit out of here. I'm going to hit that home so I can see what it looks like and make sure this handle's not coming out. It's not. And I don't see any thread popping out, so I know everything is in there correctly. And of course, don't forget to save this. So I'm going to go to Save As, and I'm going to name this Mallet Assembly Final. Okay, and the last thing you have to do once this is done is I want you to place this assembly in your pegboard assembly. So I'm simply going to go to my Open, and I'm going to go to my pegboard final. I've already put one in there, but that's okay. I'm going to delete these. Oops, I don't want to delete that. I want to delete this. And I want to delete this. You won't have to do this. And I'm just going to simply go to my place, and I'm going to place the Mallet Assembly Final in here, anywhere you want, and escape. And you will have a nice little mallet that can hammer down these guys. And you're all set. Just raise your hand and I will take a look at your work. Nice job.